In the last few hours, the crypto ecosystem has plummeted. How dangerous are these falls, really? Is the market truly doomed? Why is it then important that Bitcoin, during its dramatic fall, halted in its defensive zone, then began a structural recovery? And why are Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies struggling at the moment with the possibility of recovering structures? The recent crypto decline has been very alarming. We've witnessed how many traders have been alarmed by this event. And it's no wonder, as in a matter of very few hours, we've seen how the market has plunged. In Ethereum's case, by 12, Bitcoin has similarly followed suit. And many others have even exceeded the 20 threshold. Let's then analyze this event and its importance for the crypto future. Now, starting with Ethereum. When we were observing this breakout and the price was around these levels, it was a moment to pause and study. Because if this candle had closed at its minimum, and we had ended up with such an aggressive breakout at that close, the consequence for the immediate and short term would have already been determined. And if you wonder about the directionality, I'll tell you, it would have been downwards. But hey, we shouldn't play at being fortune tellers, and it was necessary to let the candle develop to see where the market would ultimately close. And look, patience pays off. By being patient and zooming in a bit on this Ethereum chart, we'll notice how the price rejected a very clear defensive zone for Ethereum. And notice how they even closed above the structure, from a structure that is crucial for its valuation. And now, realize how it's knocking at the door, but I'm sure you prefer to see this in the order flow chart. Well, look, here we can see the inside of the candles. To provide a more sincere follow-up to smart money, here, you're seeing the Ethereum channel we've been working on for some time, so let's zoom in a bit. And now, take a look. Focus on the significant drop. It was quite dramatic. Well, notice in this volume histogram how, at the lower part of the candle, we don't see any intention to cross orders. Nobody wanted to trade here. There's no transactional interest. This alone gives us a lot of information, because if there's no willingness to trade down here, how on earth will we go down? Now, I want you to notice where the most volume has been concentrated. I think it's pretty clear, right below the structural zone. And what do we mostly see? Notice which color predominates. Clearly, green prevails. Buying has been happening throughout this area. Even though the delta doesn't show it clearly and explicitly, you just have to look at the delta zone wick. What this is telling us is that there has obviously been absorption and a delta rotation. In other words, there was selling aggression that was halted, and later, the buying force took control of the situation. That's what the delta tells us. It provides substantial information. Now, what really catches my attention is seeing how the adjacent candles, those candles that are knocking on the door to return to the structure, all these candles, frankly, are being attempted for purchase. Look down here at the delta here. The ask has more strength on the bid. And let's not wait any longer to look at Bitcoin. Notice how Bitcoin actually went directly to seek its defensive zone. Look at the wick. It was a fall where they went to seek the area to come back and recover the structure. In Bitcoin, they've already confirmed it. And if we analyze it with order flow, here you're seeing Bitcoin's bullish channel. And now, notice how at the upper part of this channel there have been traders, perhaps not very skilled, attempting to buy at the top of a channel. Look, there they are. Eventually, what does this mean? Here, smart money quite clearly has been absorbing all these purchases, as these purchases, I think you'll agree with me, haven't thrived upwards. They've created a creek upon which they injected after absorbing all these people. They then generated a massive sell order to initiate what would be that dramatic plunge. Speaking of dramatic falls, notice how transactional interest below the structure, very well identified by Crypto Insight, observe how transactional interest, just like in Ethereum, is non-existent. And now, look at the coincidence, how life turns, that where the greatest transactional interest promoted by the whales appears, it's right at a relevant structural zone, thus causing a rejection on the structure that pushes the price upwards. This is really important, and now I'll explain to you the reasons why. But before that, welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity. To better understand all these purchases that we've seen defended in Bitcoin, we need to look at other cryptocurrencies for a cross-technical analysis. Here we're observing Cardano, how it was working in that channel. Notice how this breakout came to seek, or at least was defended in this defense zone. See how the price initially pierces it and then recovers and validates the structure. Zooming in a bit, you'll see it much clearer. We're experiencing something similar, as I've shown you before, in Bitcoin, and the same is happening with Solana. Here, we were working on that structure structure, betting that sooner or later, as in the entire crypto ecosystem, everything tends to fall. Of course, as you know, we're missing a deceptive bullish climatic action before promoting the movement. This is the message we've been conveying for some time. Regarding the question, do we still think the same way? Now, I'll answer that. But before that, share your opinion about what you think the crypto market will do. Are you still expecting the deceptive bullish climatic action before a major fall, or on the contrary? Do you think the deal is done and we're heading downwards? Leave your opinion in the comments. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to get notified of future publications. Now, let me explain why it's so important to use Shiba Inu as a proxy. Frankly, we're facing the best crypto indicator we could have for the short and medium term. Let me explain why. On one hand, we've been working on this creek, and here, I want to make a note. For newer folks, us highlighting Shiba Inu doesn't mean we're saying that Shiba Inu is so important as to move the entire crypto market. Everyone knows that the important ones with such strength are Bitcoin and Ethereum. Instead, we'll use this cryptocurrency as a proxy indicator because its price structure and how smart money is moving its valuation are frankly like an open book, providing us with an extremely straightforward reading that gives us detailed insight into what we can expect for the entire crypto ecosystem. So, here we have a really important development. And here, what were we looking for? Well, look, this way of pushing up the price, honestly, from Crypto Insight, we weren't believing it. And it is for that reason that in the live broadcasts of Crypto Insight Premium, we have been analyzing the possibility of seeing a bearish collapse for Shiba Inu, since they were clearly compressing it against a very relevant structure. Even the message was that if we are in search of a bullish climactic action, after a fall, the cryptocurrency that will allow us to look for such shorts would be Shiba Inu, and the way to break that structure would be in a very aggressive manner. And here we already have the event, only that it has come accompanied by a lot of momentum. Well, look, here we have the defense zone of Shiba Inu. The price has fallen more than 20, as we have seen before, and see how after the fall it has come to recover and confirm the defense zone. Okay, this is important for the short term since the entire crypto ecosystem is in very relevant zones, and they send us a clear message. What Shiba Inu is telling us is that this breakout may be a declaration of negative intentions. Well, many times when we break this type of structures, we can experience corrections, even ones that may penetrate the starting module, something like a corrective pattern with its own Z, and that this event we just experienced in the crypto ecosystem may have already determined a movement for the medium term. In that scenario, we would be looking for something similar, where we are witnessing this bullish impulse forming that climactic bullish crypto action, which I will now share with you how we could be anticipating. Why do I tell you that Shiba Inu is a proxy? And why is it so important right now? Many times, we also see how such breaks of these types of compressions of wedges on relevant structures fail, and their failure causes a significant opposite explosion. What does that mean? And looking at the daily chart, if this compression with a failed breakout comes and pierces the price level of 11.56, this would give a lot of strength specifically to Shiba Inu to look upwards. But as you know well, Bitcoin is the one that decides, and we would already be seeing in Bitcoin how it is deciding to move upwards. So Shiba Inu would be accompanying it. However, we focus on Shiba Inu because it is an open book. I hope the message has been understood. And now that I've explained how to read Shiba Inu, let's talk about what we think is more likely to happen in charts like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But before that, well, look, with Shiba Inu, what can we expect? At least some kind of correction. I believe the defense zone will do its job. We'll see if that correction is to give some kind of bearish continuity or to turn the market around. But what we do see is that it makes sense to react to relevant structures on the upside. For this, it will be crucial that cryptocurrencies like Solana, for example, don't take too long, fail in that flat pattern, and then come to recover that structure, an event that we would take advantage of to look for those long positions in the market. I confess that we would even go in search of that final bullish climactic action, a bit deceptive before discussing more significant moves. In the end, the defense zone protects this idea of a medium-term long position. But you know, the crypto market seems to have made its judgment. They might have a climactic correction before seeking that fall. Look at Cardano. Well, Cardano has a bit more to go, but it seems they are already working on a significant development. Let's see how much time it takes, but the idea is to break and fight for that recovery. If we see a similar event moment, it would be wise to bet, and quite well, to look for that bullish climactic action. You know, an upthrust, a trap, to then make that move we've been expecting. Now, look at Ethereum, as they are also working on a significant development, basically trying to recover relevant structures. If we see that happening and they recover in those confirmations about the development and structures, we could look for those movements, in any case, on the upside. And remember, the idea is always to still look for that climactic action, which I answer. We are still looking for it, but the market may have already spoken, and then we'll see if this love is reciprocated or not. With Bitcoin, if they have created a significant development, it already seems like they might be breaking it, but we can also look for it a bit higher with caution and let the price do what it wants here, express itself. But we'll have to look for a significant development, see how it breaks it, and in that confirmation, bet on that continuation and not give it too much leeway because they have already gone up significantly, to look for that opposite movement. Now tell me which cryptocurrency you would like us to bring to the channel in upcoming videos and share your opinion on the crypto market. If you liked the video, let me know in the comments. Also, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell icon so that YouTube notifies you of future publications. Share this video with your friends and other cryptocurrency and trading communities. I wish you a lot of luck, and until next time.